Well, come on in, everyone. We're just about to start wrapping up things here on Dust, an Elysian tale.
Who goes? Oh, it's you. Apologies, Miss Rara. Please, enter.
Last time, we learned who we are, and who we were, and who we are meant to be. This time, we will fulfill our destiny by forging it ourselves.
We welcome your presence, En Mithrarin. Preparations for war are nearly complete.
Surely you have more soldiers than this.
General Gaius is nothing if not thorough. His forces have exterminated most Moonbloods from this land. We are all that's left.
How do you expect to win with so few soldiers?
We cannot. That's why we created Sen Mithrarin. You, Dust, will turn the tide.
Well, no pressure or anything.
Yeah. Does General Gaius know of this place?
I fear he does now.
What? How?
One of our own has been keeping an eye on you since your travels began. A merchant, Sereth.
Aha! I knew that creepy merchant was one of you guys.
How did a Moonblood operate so freely in the Wildlands?
He is a smart businessman. Deals in all the right places. Gaius' soldiers turn their gaze from him in exchange for free goods. However, no amount of bribery could cover up that Sereth was helping you to find us.
And that's how Gaius found out. How much time do you think we have to prepare?
Not long, I'm afraid. The whole purpose of Gaius' campaign is to wipe us from the face of this world. Once he knows of our final stronghold, he will send everything he has and destroy us.
I see all sorts of lamps here, but no fire. Is this the way of the flameless light?
It is, yes. In ancient times, the Moonbloods went by another name. We lived in a great society called the Sintuck, and we wielded the knowledge to follow the way of the flameless light.
Settle in, Dust. This could take a while.
We Sintuck harnessed a power unlike any this world had ever seen. We built elaborate contraptions like these lamps, capable of piercing the darkness without so much as a spark.
Well, obviously something went wrong because we still have to build a fire every time Dust pulls out his map.
Unfortunately, the ancient tomes do not say how the Sintuck fell, and that knowledge has been lost. Perhaps intentionally. All we know is that our kind were made as outcasts, and that has remained true for countless generations. For the longest time, we believed the Moonbloods were the only ones left who know of the way of the flameless light. But we were wrong. When General Gaius began his purge, there were stories of their weapons. Stories of elaborate contraptions that seemed to defy the natural world. Weapons that sound identical to those of the Sintuck in the most ancient of tales.
What kinds of weapons are we talking about?
Arrows made of light. Machines that take to the sky like birds.
And we're supposed to fight these things with your lamps.
I did not say it would be easy.
Nobody ever does.
I did once, remember?
Yeah, and you were wrong.
Well, I'm here now. Is there anything I can do to help?
We are spread rather thin. Our chief engineer, Sonjin, is having trouble with our camp's support systems. Go and speak with him when you can, and I'm sure he will explain further. There is also the matter of our scout, Kier. He has not checked in for many hours, but with our battle preparations, we have not been able to mobilize a proper search party. His patrol takes him east of our camp if you aim to find him.
Well, it looks like we have our work cut out for us. Hey, Ginger.
Ginger?
Jin? Oh, Dust. It's you.
Yeah, just me. Are you alright?
I'll be fine. Just a lot to think about.
Listen, about Jin.
Yes?
What was he like?
He was very kind. Almost to a fault, really.
I like him already.
Yes, he had that effect on people. I like to believe it's what made you do all those wonderful things for Aurora and Mudpot.
Aro was always testing me. Every time I made a choice, he would tell me if it was the right one. I was choosing whether to follow Jin or Cassius. I believe they were both trying to influence my actions.
And you listened to Jin.
Yeah, he's kinda hard to ignore.
He is, isn't he? Or at least he was.
No, Ginger, I think you were right the first time. I think Jin continues to live through my actions. He's guiding me, keeping me on the right path.
But what of your other half? Cassius murdered my family, Dust. He destroyed my village, killed my friends. How can you control such a terrible being?
I feel his presence every time I swing the blade of Ara. I believe the Elder was right. Without him, I'd have been cut down long ago. But Jin keeps him from taking control.
As long as Cassius lives within you, though, there's always that danger. You could always be pulled to a path of evil.
I won't lie. I felt him pulling me to take the quick and easy path, to leave the weak to fend for themselves, to show no mercy to those in my way.
Perhaps someday you can be rid of his foul presence.
Maybe. Someday. For now, I need him to defeat Gaius. There's no other way.
I know. Still, I'm glad we were able to talk, Dust.
Me too, Ginger. I'll be back before you know it.
Be careful.
There's always something surreal about the last area.
Ah, you've arrived just in time, Mithrarin. My name is Sanjin. I'm what you'd call a chief engineer, I suppose the term is.
The Elder mentioned you needed some help?
Yes, indeed. In the caverns below, we've set up machinery to provide the camp with power and water. Unfortunately, seismic activity has shut down both systems, so we need to get them running once more. I have been rather preoccupied handling the battle preparations, so if you could, I would appreciate it if you went down there to examine the generators.
Sure, Sanjin. I'll take a look.
Thank you. You'll need to restart the generator and water pump when you're down there. We'll require both systems to be running if we're going to stand a chance against General Gaius.
Yep, so last area of the game. I mean, it's no big secret that there's going to be one more power, otherwise I would have completed all of these side quest stuff already. Okay, that goes under the lava. That could have been bad. Of all the ways for Dust to die, being reckless and falling into the lava would be clearly the best. But yeah, once we finish these few side quests, well, they're not really side quests, they are kind of required. But once we finish these quests, we'll be setting off to the rest of the world and setting everything right. So we've got a few friends to rescue and a few people's lives to make just a little bit better. I was kind of hoping I would make it up that. And ended up that at least. Yeah. Just the hover tactic is really good for precision platforming if you're not very good at it, or if you want to get through it a little bit faster and a little less patiently, like I do. Because I want to get to the end of this thing.
Well, there's the generator. Let's see if we can find a way to get it working again.
I sense no energy emanating from the device, Dust. Perhaps there is a way to return its spark?
I really wish there were more puzzles like this in the game. It'd be really cool to have a Zelda-esque design where you collect a bunch of fidget powers through the course of the game and use them in different scenarios like this.
Well done, Fidget. The camp should now be receiving power.
Honestly, Fidget, where would I be without you?
Probably still be wandering around in the mountains outside Aurora.
Wait, what?
What I meant to say was, don't worry about it.
So that's one half of our objective. We got the generator started. Now we just need to make sure the camp has water provided to them. And this is what I mean by, you know, sequence breaking with the... or breaking out of map areas with the combo. Also, since this cliff is higher up than where we started, we can easily get back to where we were. And now we got a collapsing bridge that if we started at the top and fell down, then we probably could have made it all the way across this area. But I'd rather have the key. Oh, and apparently there's enemies on the end of the bridge. Sorry, guy. Gotta keep, something's funny about these guys, because, I mean, they're the same model, sprite, as the little imps that you fight at the beginning of the game, so it's kind of funny, but it's also really funny because they're the enemies, the generic enemies for the last area, the most basic ones. I mean, maybe it's part of the whole symbolism of this game going like full circle. What is that? It's probably nothing. But yeah, it's just art. But yeah, this area is so pretty, but since it is the last area, there's one thing I've noticed in games. The last area in a game usually tends to have a lot of orange, even if it isn't a fireplace. Orange just seems to be a very, well, intimidating color, I suppose is the best way to say it. I mean, sure, it can be fun and bright, which is usually how I prefer it, but sometimes it can be also quite intimidating.
Well, this is the water pump. Huh, no wonder it stopped. These vines are growing all over it.
I don't want to risk damaging the pump trying to cut those vines. Maybe there's some way we can burn them off?
I wonder how. Yeah, like I said. Oh, I think I have to... There we go.
Alright, that seemed to fix it. Nice work, Fidget.
Ah, stop. You're making me blush.
Okay, that's the generator and the water pump back online. And let's return to Sanjin.
Yeah, but when the game came out and people were clamoring for more, the developer did confirm that there would be a sequel just in a long bit of time, and that was in 2012. He's still planning on working on it, but I don't know, a lot of the elements of the story and mechanics seem to hint that there should be more to this game. I mean, with all the exposition you're getting at the end about the civilizations and whatnot, it feels like exposition for the next game. Maybe it's just me, but it feels like a lot of story that would be otherwise unnecessary.
Excellent work, Miss Rarin. Now that the power and water systems are working again, we can hold our ground against Gaius' soldiers. You have saved many lives this day.
Hooray, hooray. That was my objective. My objective here is to save lives. Who would have thought? The bad guy, the good guy, saving lives. Then again, I am also the bad guy. I am dust. Something dramatic.
Did you hear something?
That was a bit of an odd cutscene. I didn't hear anything. Fidget, I don't know what you're on about. But the lack of music here is a little off-putting. Clearly no pits in a Metroid game. There were parentheses around that Metroid. I didn't actually mean Metroid. But yeah, there's no bottomless pits, so if you see a hole like that, then it's usually a good idea to just fall down.
Oh no! Just look!
It's the missing sentry. What happened here?
Ah! Just look out!
I wonder what Fidget's talking about. Oh hey, spooky near-invisible soldiers. If you look closely, you can see that they're wearing the same hat as Dust. So I don't know, maybe it's just my headcanon, but I like to believe these are, you know, probably, considering how powerful Cassius is, these are probably Cassius's subordinates, or they were his subordinates until he died. But, you know, with how much trouble I'm having with these guys, it's pretty easy to see why they're the subordinates. Just chase them down through the air and slam them to the ground. Oh, it's very gratifying. That combo is extremely satisfying against more difficult enemies. And, I mean, it's always satisfying anyways, but against tougher enemies, it just feels so much better. Now we should probably check in with the Elder, let him know about the engineer, everything going on down in engineering, and the dead scout.
Elder, I'm afraid I have bad news. We found Kier, but he was ambushed by Gaius' soldiers. He didn't stand a chance.
Then it has already begun. Dust, we are nearly out of time. Please, help Sunjin get our camp support systems working once again. Without them, we will stand little chance of mounting an effective defense.
It sounds like Sanjin was able to get the pumps and generators working again.
No doubt thanks to your help. With power and water flowing through our camp once again, we will be better equipped to handle our enemies in battle and properly tend to our wounded. Thank you, Dust. I believe we are as prepared as we possibly could be. With the enemy at our gates, we have no choice but to begin our assault. Our warriors are gathering at the edge of the camp, waiting for you to lead them. Take this yellow resonance gem, Dust. Use it to open the gate.
Thank you, Elder, for everything.
Whatever happens, Sen Mithrarin, know that I am honored to have stood before you. The Moonbloods will follow you unto death. Now go, and Dust, good luck.
We've got our work cut out for us. And we have an army to take care of. This is all coming to a head. And man, is it ever very good? I know there's an expression, man, is it ever good? That's not the expression. I know there's something, but I can't think of it. But what I'm trying to say is that I love how this story is, well, how the story unfolds. I'm not even gonna kill these guys. I'm just gonna lightning, because you know my fidget is extremely powerful. Here we got ourselves a save monument, which will be important a bit. And here, you there?
It seems my secret is out, yes?
It honestly wasn't that much of a secret.
So, you were keeping watch on us this whole time?
In a manner of speaking, just making sure you were well supplied for the journey.
Well, we appreciate the help.
I am glad, my friend. Anything you need, you just let me know.
Let's see. Before we start rounding things off, are there any materials we're missing? So the dog tag, get that cataloged. Sell the tough metal, get that cataloged. And looks like we're missing 4 materials in the whole game. Interesting.
Your trend, watch your back.
There, the warriors are gathering.
Ah, Mithrarin. Superb timing. As you can see, our path out of the camp is blocked. Some manner of rock slide. Very unpredictable.
Yes, that happens sometimes when you build your village in a volcanic wasteland.
Anyway, we will need to clear this obstruction before we can exit the camp.
I'll see what I can do.
So we're gonna have to find a way to blow up a bomb rock wall. Oh, treasure chest. Okay. One of these is definitely a trap. Nope, not this one. Lots of healing items, though. Yep. And there they all go. But we got a free key out of that, so... 2 free keys out of that, so I'm not complaining. I don't like keys. So, let's head on in this area. Oh, I failed at jumping. Shame. Ooh, key. Yeah, lava platforming. Always a very exciting time. Always a very endgamey feel. Even when it's not the end of the game, like in Super Mario 64. I still don't get why. Honestly, I feel like the worlds, the Bowser worlds in Super Mario 64 were in a backwards order. I feel like it should have been Bowser in the sky, then the lava place, and then the Dark World. Come on, Bowser in the Dark World? That sounds just extremely evil. But here we see the old ruin, the old familiar, like, gravestone ruins, and an ability orb. The boost jump acquired. Press A while riding air current for a massive boost upwards. 3 free keys. Honestly, I mean, I'll be honest, because honestly doesn't work so much with the, grammar I was going to use in the sentence, but I'll be honest. I was kind of hoping that the last power would be some sort of bomb blade, that where you swing with your sword, or do some combo with your sword, and it would be the equivalent of using a bomb fruit. I think that would be super cool. Oh hey, a friend. I completely forgot there was a friend down here. I was thinking there'd be a key. Oh well. But yeah, I was kind of hoping for some sort of bomb sword combo. I thought that would be super cool, and I thought that would be how we'd break through that wall, but no. That was not the case. But now we know why we've seen random small air currents around the world. I'll admit I was very confused by them first time I played. Not just kind of confused, but very confused. And shortcut? No, I thought there'd be a key up there. So we might as well go the right way then. And just gotta keep our eyes out because we're getting near the end of the game. I want to get all the chests that we can. And there's definitely something up here. I know it. Something good, please? Charred Galby and Master Ring of Wealth. 1 point. Wow, that's a really less good ring than what we have available to us, at least. I know I should probably be patient and wait for that to stop bubbling, but why would I? Clearly doesn't. I mean, one common trait it seems that Cassius and Jin would share, at least from the snippet of their personality that we got from that small moment, was they both seem like very impatient people. I mean, I don't think Jin was very arrogant, but Cassius certainly was. Okay. Hold on, we're missing some treasure up here, and I know we can reach it. Now I just need to find it. Give me 1 second. Ah, here we are. I know I was onto something when I tried to get onto that platform. I just didn't keep going in the correct direction. Pendant of Wisdom. ×2 defense. Wow. What do we need? 5 of these? Man, we could definitely use some more gold. Let's see. Well, how does that compare to what we have right now? Coward's Pendant. I didn't remember having that. Yeah, so a ton more fidget, and really that's what we're speccing into right now. So it would make no sense to not get it. That's what I was going for. And falling down here, there's one soldier or assassin unit that stood no chance against us. And we find a bomb fruit.
Well done. Let us begin our assault. We're right behind you, Sen Mithrarin.
Speaking of right behind me, please leave. But with that, we have all the powers we need in the game. So next time on Dust, I hate to say it, but we're going to be finishing all side quests in the game. There will be nothing left. And to be fair, just to be fair to you guys, if these side quests run over for if these side quests take more than 1 episode, then you will get the second side quest episode and the final episode. Or actually, I don't. Yeah, there's about 1 episode's worth left of the story. So if we need to do more, what am I trying to say? If getting the rest of the items in the world takes more than one episode, then the second episode of grinding and the final episode will be released on the same day. That's what I'm trying to say. So you won't have to, so I won't be making you guys wait any longer than you really have to. So next time, we'll be putting as much right in the world as we can, aside from, you know, defeating the general. But until then, keep on keeping on.